Was smoking on my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. We are back. I am excited. We got some new Dimash. This is Dimash When I've Got You official music video. And yeah, I love Dimash's work, love his music. So safe to say that I'm pretty hype right now. So with that being said, original link will be in the description. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you binge watch my Dimash playlist. Let's go. Here we go. One thing about me that y'all gonna respect if you're new to my channel is y'all not gonna hear me talk through it. I might pause a couple times just because it's certain scenes that I really like. I'm a psychological thriller horror movie type of guy. So seeing her walk in a thunderstorm into this wealthy looking mansion, it definitely sparks an interest. And then you got the checkered floor, which that's always big in like movies with wealthy people. You see them on checkered floors a lot, having masquerade parties and all type of stuff. Whoa.
Making my way down south to the river, ran lost for days, 'cause I'm looking for freedom. There's nothing but chains around me, but I won't be broken, 'cause I'm gonna fight this time, fight every moment. Not gonna lie, it hurts this time, 'cause I am feeling alone on this side. Not gonna lie, I come back to life when I've got you. You are my gateway to heaven. I haven't known in my life, my love. Oh, my baby, you are the best thing to happen. I got an angel, no, yeah, don't right, yeah, watching every single thing and every little step that they take. You make it all worth it, baby. Finding my place, just a man in a man's world, making a name. It easy these days, but when I come home to your sweet love, you're my slice of heaven. I got my right or die in my arms all night. Not gonna lie, it hurts sometimes.
Whew. We about to dive into this. We about to dive into this. What? That's how you coming, Dimash? We are about to. That was crazy. Y'all ready to get into this? Okay, let me pause that. Let me just make sure there's nothing extra at the end that might pop up. See, that's one thing about me. I respect the craft. When I say I respect the craft, is I always try to make sure that no matter what, before I really dive deep, I always try to make sure that I get to at least the last minute or at least skim a little to make sure I check the last minute because I don't know if something may pop up and I don't want to miss anything. You know, I don't want to miss anything. But right now, I've actually looked up. Okay, so first, let me see if I could try to find like official meaning from Dimash himself. So Dimash, when I've got you, let's see if he dropped his own like official. No, no. So I guess we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to just. Yep. There's no official meaning. So we just gonna go off. All right. So first off,
Approved
her
will
coming
never hurt your
into
credit score with Capital.
this castle. Well, not castle, but it gives castle vibes with him having that like Dracula vampire vibes. But let's from the beginning, right? Well, her right here, she's driving, and the crazy part is that this was all just a dream, right? She's driving. You kind of got what's his name, Leech from Adam's family, Lurch from Adam's family. You got the Lurch vibes. I love the song. The song was really good because it talked about pretty much someone being his heaven, right? And just being like his peace, being his everything in this world that ain't easy. You know, like he talked about how like being a man in a man's world. What he said, it ain't easy these days.
Easy these days, but when I come home to your sweet love,
So it almost seems like as if she walked in this, like she has this dream. She goes into this wealthy vampire's home, and it's almost as if she sacrifices herself for him, right? Whatever joy he finds in her, she sacrifices herself for. Because it's like even when you see that one part where she's squeezing her blood, or she's like it was it like on I want to say a contract. Hold on. Dimash went like so many different levels on this. Cause first you got it right here.
oh my baby, you are the best thing to happen. I got it already, baby. Oh.
Okay, so she like writes something, like draws something, and then she like squeezes her blood on there. It's crazy because I remember Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. Megan, I think it's Megan. Yeah, Megan Fox, the actress, and Megan Fox was talking about how they literally like drink each other's blood and they do like these rituals. So it's like her doing that. I felt like was almost to say, okay, you know, I'm going to sacrifice myself to you for your for whatever you need me to. And then her wearing the white towards the end, which right there, that white representing that purity. You know, you see her in all white throughout the rest of it, representing that purity. And he's saying like, "You are my gateway to heaven." So something about her sacrificing herself to him, or agreeing to sacrifice herself to him, and pretty much let her have his way with her, was his gateway to some type of evolution. Um, this is crazy, and that's just me going off of the music video. As far as just the song, though, the song is just like, the song is really good. Like, I wouldn't even expect this song to be with this video though. What he said, I come back to life. So it's almost like he needs her to survive, in a sense. Like he's this monstrous being, this monstrous entity, and he needs her to survive. I wonder if those other females, those other vampires, were just like her and went through the same similar situation. Maybe not when she wakes up at the end in that cab, in that taxi. um Maybe there's a part two where she doesn't realize that was all real, and she is now like a vampire, because he's now feasted off her innocence, which this song could be flipped also, in a way of, let's say you got narcissists out there, right? Who, they may not realize that they can be like vampires, harvesting off people's energy. You got people who, for example, they may not want their kids to leave the nest, right? They may not want their kids to leave the nest, and they don't realize, okay, they're holding their kids back. They're slowing down their kids' growth, or their friends' growth, because they want them in a space that's comfortable for them. So in a sense, like, they're harvesting off their energy, but it's really hurting that person. But in order for them to feel comfort, so it could be flipped like that too. Like, could be a narcissist in this song, somebody who just uses people to fill that loneliness within, fill that hole that's within himself.
You are my gateway to heaven. I have known with my life.
I mean, think about it. How many people who narcissists and master manipulators, how many of them feel that way or speak that way? Oh, I love you so much. Don't leave me. Don't. Da, 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 and they end up doing crazy things. But the thing is, like, she gave him, his blood. She, in that on that paper. So it's like, whatever it was, she agreed to, straight up. Like, it's almost like him singing this song. Maybe, I don't know if it put her under some type of spell. You see how her eyes are just like, it's like she's just not even herself.
But when I come home to your sweet love, you're my size of heaven. I got my right or die.
Get that? That's like, if you've been around, like I said about the narcissist mind, like, a lot of them, or I'll just say people who are just like manipulators, or people who kind of just use people. Like, it's like, my ride or die. I got this, I got that. It's all about how I feel. But what about how she feel? You can be a vampire and not realize it. Some of us can be vampires in somebody's life and not realize it, that we may just be harvesting off their energy. But as soon as they're ready to go do something, as soon as they're ready to go move to a new town, as soon as they're ready to get a new job somewhere else, or just move on with their life, you may hold them back and be like, oh, don't leave me. So it's a beautiful song, but I got to go off of the video and him playing a vampire. Right? That's usually how a lot of people who hold people back think. It's like, they don't want others to grow. They want to harvest off their energy so they can stay comfortable and they can feast off that. And I wonder if all these ladies, like I said, were in her position and ended up giving themselves up to this this monster, this whatever he is, but I want to say vampire.
In my arms all night. Not gonna lie, it hurts sometimes when I am
I'm trying to figure out how many girls are sitting at that table.
feeling alone on this side. Not gonna lie, I come back to life when I've got you. You are
I'm trying to catch it. How many girls are sitting at that table? I just watched the whole Blade series not too long ago either.
You are my gateway to heaven. I have heard you in my life.
And what's crazy is in a Blade series, Blade, he was the chosen one, and they needed in the first Blade movie they needed, what was it, 12 full-blooded vampires, right? And then Blade being the 13th, they needed 12 full-blooded vampires' blood, and then they needed to sacrifice 12 vampires, full-blooded vampires, then they needed Blade's blood to invoke or evoke the blood god, right? That was that specific vampire that was doing that ritual. Blade was his gateway to heaven. That was his gateway to heaven, right? Even when you look at the 12 apostles in the Bible, it's like, look at how in that story, he was hung on the cross, and all that was symbolic for something. You get what I'm saying? They really just needed that blood. It's the same thing. Like, I could go deep on that. But it's like, that's why I'm trying to count how many girls are actually at that table, right? Because now I'm breaking down that video. Like, how many girls is at that table? You are my gateway to heaven. She wearing all white, so we already know something about her is a chosen one right now. Something about her. He need her in this video. Like, look at him. He has that look of like sinister, up to no good. Like, I got her kind of look. A lot of people probably going like I said, the song is beautiful, but using the music video, it looks like like he's telling a story of how someone would just manipulate somebody and use them. Like, honestly, like that's what I get for the music video. I mean, look at that sinister look on his face. Look at him. Got her. Ain't that how it goes when you get used? They disappear. Come on. As soon as you look, they gone. It's the last thing she remember. Then this newspaper clip. Trying to uncover the mystery behind the curtain in DQ's exclusive first ever interview with an unknown journalist. Very interesting, Dimash. Very. I just got done watching what was it that I watched? The House of the Fall of Usher. I just got done watching that. So that was on my mind too, when I first just seen that the house. And if you've seen the Fall of the House of Usher, there's a house and there's a storm going on, and it is very similar to that. But in the Fall of the House of Usher, they, the main character and his sister, they had that energy of using people, right? To the point where they made a pact with, an entity for wealth. And, they pretty much, everybody in their bloodline were the same way, pretty much soulless, and just kind of used people, not kind of, but did, to really get what they wanted at the end of the day. Um, they were vampires, right? And it ended up costing them. It ended up coming back to get them. I mean, they, in the Fall of the House of Usher, excuse me, like they created like this, the opioid or whatever. And there's this scene where it just the entity that they made a pact with comes back and shows him like all the bodies of just millions of people that suffered for him to get wealthy. And when you look at this video, it's like how many females suffered, or were manipulated and turned into a vampire. At the end of the day, it's still their decision. Don't get me wrong, but it seemed like he had her under a spell. The song, separate the video from the song. The song is a really, really beautiful song, and there were certain things I that definitely resonated with me. Like when he talked about, just being hard in this world, and being a man in a man's world, and just, it was very beautiful. But when I put the song to it, when I put the video to the song, and I start trying to combine what's being said with, then it's like, okay, the way that's set up, it was like that vampire was just very manipulative. That's how I see it. Soon as he grabbed it, gave you that sinister look. All you see is him like getting closer to her neck. She looked, he gone. Just like somebody who would use you would do. They would manipulate you, make you feel good, say, and before you know it, once they got what they needed, all right, go back to what you're doing now. And then now she probably gonna owe him. If I have to turn that into a movie, she probably gonna owe him or belong to him, and somehow end up having to be one of them chicks at that house as a vampire. He needs to drop a part 2 because now I'm interested. He's got me going right now. Dimash, you got me going. Salute. That was a masterpiece. You got me going. I want a part 2. Now you got me just throwing out these different scenarios. I'm curious. I want to know. So, but with that being said, that was Dimash, When I've Got You, and it was excellent. It was one of those songs you just don't expect that music video to be with that song at all. And I like that he did that, because once again, now you're making me, I couldn't even find actual meaning. Like, because, I was like, let me look up. I couldn't even do it. He just left everything. I feel like that's even on purpose. He made sure he left everything out there for you to have to put it together yourself. He just gave us a movie. Much love, Dimash. That was fire. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you go binge watch my Dimash playlist. Also my Dimash interviews playlist. Go check out all my Dimash content. And if you want more videos like this, hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell. And I really do hope Dimash puts out a part 2 to this story, because I started to feel like I was watching a nice little Netflix show. And that's awesome, right? That was 7 minutes and 46 seconds of just pure masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. So, yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Looking forward to them comments. Much love, y'all.